South by Southwest is a 9-day-long festival held in March every year in Austin, Texas. It's actually about 9 festivals in one and is the perfect place for those who love to get network, while also learning about what's on the horizon in tech, music, movies, games, and pretty much everything else. South by has been around since the late 80s and it started as a tiny festival that barely broke even. It now brings in a whopping $300 million a year for the city and has hundreds of thousands of attendees. South by features film, music, television, and comedy festivals, tons of interactive exhibits and activities, as well as countless conferences in topics including tech, startups, politics, design, gaming, climate change, sports, metaverse, and psychedelics, which I need right now. Even for those of you who have been to Austin, the city looks and feels different during South by, so you'll want to be prepared accordingly for the best experience. First of all, you must have a plan. Plan everything. You shouldn't wing it. To start, I recommend to download the app. With the official app, you can view, build, and change your entire schedule and be updated if everything is moved or rescheduled, which will happen to you at least 1 or 12 times during your time here. The app also allows you to talk to other attendees and learn about events that you might like but not know about. There are always about 10 things happening at once, so being prepared through the app will optimize your time in the festival. Make sure that you are planning your schedule well ahead of time, not just a day or two before. A lot of events require an RSVP and those tend to fill up fast, so especially if you're in the tech, film, music, or interactive events, do it around late February or early March. There are always tons of unofficial events going on, and some of those require an RSVP as well. So how to discover them? Well, they're not going to be on the official app or the website, so check out the Austin Chronicle for updates on everything that's going on off the records. For those of you who don't want to deal with tracking this, check out RSVPster. If you're planning on being out for the entire day, be sure to bring battery packs. You will be on your phone a lot, it will die, and you will probably get lost or worse, miss out on a party. Also be sure to stock up on allergy medication as March is peak allergy season, and if you don't have allergies at home, well, you're probably going to have them here, so Flonase and Claritin are your friends. Consider how you'll get around and where you will stay as well. If you're driving, know that traffic will be heavy across Austin and that a lot of roads in the city will shut down for the entire festival, so don't count on driving or Ubering anywhere to get around once you're in it. Most of the venues are pretty close together, so walk whenever you can, which means comfortable shoes are a must. You'll also run into free food or cool exhibits on your way, so walking is good for you. If you need to get somewhere quickly, the shuttle is the way to go. Well, these are chartered specifically for South by. They're going to circle all around the venues and they're free for everybody attending the festival. If you're staying outside of the city or need a car for whatever reason, South by offers discounted rentals through Enterprise on their website. As for accommodation, I strongly recommend staying as close to downtown as possible. If you don't, you can find yourself spending a lot of time traveling between locations. South by is partnered with a ton of hotels in the city and they have a hotel map and comparison chart on their website. I'm going to link this down on the description, so check it out. If you're on a tighter budget, well, you can stay in the outskirts of Austin, but make sure that the price difference is worth it. Saving $100 per night but adding $80 as an Uber budget might not be a sound financial decision. And with the big stuff out of the way, I also want to share some lesser known tips to really help you maximize what you get from this experience. Beyond the officially billed events, most Austin residents and South by regulars know that the best part is the huge amount of free stuff that are available in the festival. Follow the free nums, SXSW, and free shit guide for updates of where to get everything. If you have to buy a meal yourself, you've done something wrong. Go to the smaller shows. You could spend half your time waiting in lines for the top billed things, and you absolutely should for your most anticipated events, but for everything else, I recommend taking the gamble and planning to go on few of the less hyped line-free events. For those of you flying, be prepared for the disaster. The Austin airport had never once handled a situation well, and your flight on its busiest travel days of the year will probably not be an exception, so be there at least 2 hours before you're on board. Finally, South by is lovely, but it is also exhausting, so do not plan to spend every waking moment at the festival unless you're going to be there for 2 or 3 days. I recommend taking some time to slow down a bit and get away, head to Button Springs, go hiking in the Greenbelt, or head outside to the festival ground to find some cool dining spots. Otherwise, you'll likely end up burnt out pretty early on. Feel free to reach out to me if you want some recommendations. I read all the comments and respond to everything. Tune into my Instagram page for a list of my preferred events, and I'll see you on the next one. Or worse, you'll miss out on a party. South by South. Wow. I hope it was decent.